Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel and to a plan with me video, which I have not done in so long. So this very much might be your first one ever that you've seen on my channel. And if you're a planner girly and you just found me because of this video, you should subscribe because I'm bringing these back. And if you're as obsessed with stickers and planning as I am, I'm sure you're excited. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right in. It's actually the evening right now. I don't know what time, probably around 7:38-ish, probably closer to 8. So if you hear any background noise, that is why, because everybody is home and it's time to relax and unwind and do all the things. And this is how I do those things because I love stickers. So I am using, first and foremost, my Planning Roses planner. If you don't have one of these, you should, because they're beautiful and I love mine. It is from Planning Roses, as I just said. It will be linked in the description box. And then the kit I'm using this week is this kit here. It's called Cherry, and I got it from ThePlannershack. I'm sure multiple shops have this art, but I purchase from ThePlannershack a lot, which you will see here as my Plan With Me videos go up, because she is a printable shop and I do have a printer and a silhouette, so it's very easy for me to make my own stickers. So I will go through every page of this kit so that you can see it, but quickly before that I wanted to show you the foil. So these underlay boxes are actually in like a copper color, but the main foil I'm using is rose gold, which I don't know if this is going to show up correct on camera. All of the foil is from Scribble Prints Co. I just don't have rose gold underlays, and I figured this was the closest I had. And usually with rose gold I use gold and it doesn't really bother me because it is under, so you don't see it much. But I have a bunch of like half-used sheets. This is just going to be for the dates, and then I'll pull in a few of these in the sidebar. I have these heart header overlays. I have these, which I don't even think I'll use, but in case. I have some different box overlays. This sheet. I have some utensils. This little sheet here. This one. And then some icons. More icons. And then 2 of these script and icon sheets. So you'll catch on quickly once these videos become regular uploads. Again, that I do tend to use a lot of like leftover foil, because I don't purchase foil because I don't really know what kits I'm using until like the week of, to be honest, because I do make the majority of my stickers. I do subscribe to this Scribble Prints Co. Subscription kit and the Caress Press subscription kit. Now I just started that one, so you'll see those kits in here and there, but for the most part I print and cut all my own stickers. So I apologize for the long-winded intro. Let's go ahead and flip through the kit so that I can start laying down the base. It is super cute. I will be doing Valentine's-ish themes for the entire month of February. I don't think I mentioned this yet, but I am planning the week of January 30th through February 5th. So this week that has just passed. But here are all the sheets I printed for myself. And I'm gonna go ahead, lay down the base. You'll see it's going to be sped up, but you will see I start from the bottom and I work my way up, and I do white out up top just because that's how I personally like the spacing, but it obviously is not necessary. It's just what I do. So you will see all of that in super speed because this is going to take me a minute to lay down. So I'm going to lay down the base and then I will talk you guys through the day by day. Alrighty guys, let's jump right into the day by day. We're starting off on Monday, of course. You will see a pattern this week that I was beyond exhausted. That's because this past weekend, the 29th, was George's birthday. So that whole weekend was a ton of socializing. And if you're an introvert like I am, you know how exhausting that can be. So, starting off strong on Monday morning, I did sleep in. So, I went ahead and laid down 2 pieces of decorative washi and then the sleep pillow, which is just from the kit. And then below that, I put down one of the, I guess this is like mint. It's a little more like sea foam, but we'll just call it mint. Labels with a little foiled laptop sticker, and that is to mark that I worked on some emails and computer work for my property management job. And then I did have a showing to do, so there's quite a few days you'll see inspection or showing or stuff like that. That's all work related, so just in case you're curious. But moving down to the bottom, I put down I think that's a quarter box technically. But I put that down with the laundry icon from the kit and then the laundry script from my Scribble Prints Co. foil bundle. Because I did a ton of laundry this night. George worked overtime, so I was just home alone and I was just trying to get a bunch of stuff done. Above that, I put down a red label with a clean script from the kit. It did say clean house, but I just cut off the house part. And then above that, I put a bow label, and that was just to mark eating dinner. I made myself a pesto chicken sandwich, which I make quite often. Honestly, like at least once a week, I think. It's just a super quick meal that doesn't feel like a quick meal. It feels like it tastes like it would take a long time to make. I hope that makes sense. Also, that red label with the clean script was to mark cleaning out the fridge. So that was Monday. Moving on to Tuesday, right up top, I'm putting down one of these half scalloped boxes, or I guess half circles. And that was to mark sleeping in again. I could not wake up this day. It was like, the thing is, I wake up, but then I just go back to sleep eventually. So I did sleep in, and then I used another quarter box with a Taco Bell bag to mark that I had lunch with George. I picked up Taco Bell and took it to his work, and we had lunch together, which was nice. And then I put down a little, I guess it's a little thing with an asterisk to mark that I had to pick up some mail from my mom's house that I had gotten. So that was that. And then down on the bottom, I put down a half box with the house sticker from the kit to mark that I did 5 exterior inspections for work. And then I went home and I made dinner, which I made chicken taquitos this night. So I didn't really mark what dinners were except for Friday, because Friday was super exciting and it took me like 2 hours to cook. But one of the weekly boxes in the sidebar is to mark my dinners, so I have them all listed there. But I figured I would just let you know what they were, since you won't see it filled out until the very end. The last thing I marked on Tuesday with that little appointment label and the foiled bed sticker was that we went to bed early. Early for us is like 9:30. I know that is kind of like a regular time to go to bed, but for us, that's pretty early. So marked that in. And then Wednesday, I had a pretty eventful day. So starting off right at the top, I put down another little appointment label with a credit card or debit card sticker from the kit to mark that I went to the ATM. And then, I went to the ATM this day because it was the first, and I had to deposit my rent money so that I could pay that. And then after that, I went to Starbucks. Also, Violet came with me to the bank and Starbucks. She was living her best life, as always. To mark Starbucks, I used a label and the coffee sticker from the kit. And then below that, I put down one of the squared boxes with this nail polish sticker from Scribble Prints Co. and then the paint nails script also from Scribble Prints Co. I'm obsessed with those new nail polish bottles. They come basically like one with each kit, so I'm hoping that I can gather a good collection of them because I just think they're so cute. And then moving down below, I put down a quarter box and I wrote track expenses because I needed to film my monthly closeout, which will be the next thing I mark, but I marked that in with a quarter box and the little iPad sticker from the kit. And then below that, as I just mentioned, I needed to film a video. So, I went back and added that Taco Bell sticker in, which is from Scribble Prints Co. Because I realized that I didn't put that in. But I filmed my monthly closeout. If you haven't watched any of my videos in the past, I do post majority of budget content. That's what my Etsy shop is all about: cash envelopes, budgeting stickers, all that fun stuff. So I filmed that. I marked it with a patterned label and a foiled camera sticker. And then below that, I worked on new releases. I was a little late. This was obviously February 1st, but I had not done February yet. And then I went ahead and did March while I was at it. So in case people want to order both together and have March way ahead of time, they can. So I marked that with a scalloped label and a laptop sticker from Scribble Prints Co. I have an extender on this day, which I mentioned this kind of in the outro, but I didn't realize while printing and cutting this kit that I was not going to have enough full boxes for what I needed. So I do have the same Fashion Girl under the extender on Wednesday, but it's completely fine because you only see that box when I open the flap. So it doesn't bother me too much. But at the bottom of Wednesday, I didn't move my planner down. I apologize. But I marked in that we went to dinner we didn't go to dinner. We did, but we didn't. We went to George's parents' house for dinner this night. So I marked that in on a half box. And then I don't know if you guys know those like ear candles. Like it's like a long candle that you put in your ear and it's supposed to like clean your ears or something. We did those that night and I just marked that with the label and then the like wax shot cup sticker because I don't know, it makes sense to me because it's wax and candles are wax, you know. Anyways, we did those at his parents' and then when we got back home, we put all our laundry away that I had done on Monday. So that was the first half of the week. Moving right along to Thursday, I had a very long work day, property management wise, this day. I had an interior inspection to do at 10 a.m. So that's the first thing I marked with an appointment sticker. And then after that, I went to Panera to do some computer work because I was very far from home and I had a showing later that day in the same area. So it didn't really make sense for me to come back home and then drive all the way back out there. So I just planned ahead, took my laptop, took my planner, all that stuff, and I went to Panera and I did some work there for a few hours. So I marked that in with a decorative half box and the little like laptop moment. I don't know. It has like a laptop, a coffee, a planner, and a bouquet of flowers. That's just from the kit. And then I also planned my grocery trip so that I could do that while I was out there because obviously there's grocery stores everywhere. So I just made sure to write a grocery list of like non-perishable items so that it's okay if they sat in my car for like an hour or two. So I did go to the grocery store. I marked that with a little thing and the grocery shopping script from the kit. And then down below, I marked the showing with a patterned label and the foiled house sticker. And then I marked dinner with a scalloped label and a utensil sticker, which we had meatball subs, which is a very simple dinner. So if you're thinking or trying to find new dinner ideas that are easy, that's for sure one of them. And then the last thing I marked on this quarter box with the little pencil from Scribble Prints Co. and the brain dump script from the kit was that I had an anxiety brain dump because I wanted to say like for some reason, but honestly, I know the reasons. I just had kind of an anxious day on Thursday because I was so far from home. I was completely alone. And it wasn't really by choice. Like I kind of had to stay out there. So I don't know, like it was fine. It wasn't anything extreme, but I just felt myself like wanting to be anxious. So I took the time to write a list of like what was making me anxious, why I'm okay now, and like all that fun stuff. So if you're an anxious person, maybe take that little tool because it really did help me this day. I had never done that before. I usually just think about it, but it being like all in my head was kind of like a lot to process. So writing it down definitely helped. So if you needed any advice from this video, maybe take that with you. But moving on to Friday, early morning, I went downstairs, did the dishes, and straightened up the kitchen. I marked that in with a label and a little dishes sticker from the Happy Planner household sticker book. And then below that, I put down an appointment label with a foiled dollar sticker from Scribble Prints Co. to mark filming my cash stuffing. And then in a half box with a work script and the phone sticker from Scribble Prints Co., I marked that I worked on Instagram Live, as in I worked on Etsy orders while in like live on Instagram, which was a lot of fun. I used to do that almost like every day, but since moving, I think I've only been live like once, which is crazy. But it was a lot of fun. So if you were there for that live, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun, and thank you for being there. Moving down below, I started from the bottom. I do that sometimes for spacing. If I know how I want to mark stuff towards the bottom and the stuff towards the top of the box, I don't really mind how I mark. So I started at the bottom with a label and a foiled spray bottle sticker to mark cleaning the kitchen. And then above that, I marked dinner with a half box and a little hexagon and a little emoji with like her thumbs up, which is so cute. And it's also foiled. And that was to mark that I made Hawaiian barbecue at home for the first time, which this is what took like 2 hours because I made macaroni salad, I made chicken katsu, I made spam musubi, I made white rice, I made, what else? I don't know. I was making so much stuff, but I was so excited. So that came out really good. And then the last thing I marked on Friday was packaging up those Etsy orders, which I just put in a little thing because that's all I had space for, which was fine. And now we're moving on to Saturday, which in the morning, George and I we really wanted McDonald's breakfast. And on the weekends, at least here, I don't know if their hours are different, like per state or anything, but on the weekend, their breakfast is until 11 instead of 10:30. And we didn't really process that we wanted McDonald's breakfast until, of course, it was like 10:45. So then we got ready really quickly and drove over there. By the time we got there, it was a couple minutes before 11, but there was an extremely long line, and the McDonald's nearest to us is probably the slowest fast food restaurant ever. I don't know why, but they just take so long. So we were in line, but by the time we got to where you order, they were like, "Oh, sorry, we only have lunch," because it was like 11:04 or something. And we were like, "Well, we don't want lunch." So we just got an iced coffee because we were there and we were stuck in the drive-through. So we didn't want to be rude. That's like my toxic trait. If I go somewhere, I'm like, I have to buy something. I don't want them to think like I'm weird or something. So we ordered an iced coffee and then we went to Jack in the Box. So I marked Jack in the Box since that's what we actually ate for breakfast. And I marked that in on a label with a little takeout bag from Scribble Prints Co. And then below that, I put down a quarter box with the bed sticker from the kit. And later on, off camera, I add in a nap script because I didn't realize I had that while I was filming. But we did take a nap this day. And then later in the evening, we went to a couple stores. We went to Ross because we wanted to buy new pillows because we both just weren't sleeping well. So we bought new pillows, and I marked Ross with a scallops label and some shopping bags. And then down at the bottom, we stopped by Del Taco to get a little snack because we hadn't ate since like 11:30 when we had Jack in the Box, and it was already like 6 p.m. I think. So we got literally a snack from Del Taco. I think George got like a crunchy taco and a soft taco, and I got their nachos that are on their value menu. Then we went to Target, which I love Target, and George loves Target. Like, we literally didn't need anything, but we just both wanted to go to Target, so that's what we did. And I marked that in a half box with a little couple sticker that I made myself. And not the art, I found the art, but like I made those stickers. And then I used the Target trip script from the kit. And that was that. And then we did go to Home Depot because George was looking for something for work, but he did not find it. But outside of Home Depot, there was like a street vendor, basically like, selling like corn and chips and ices and all that fun stuff. So if you don't know, street corn is literally my favorite snack in the whole wide world. I don't care how full I am. I don't care if I feel sick. I don't care if I am unwell. Like, I am getting a corn. It's like, it will make my day. So we got one, and it made Home Depot worth the trip because we found out that they are there every week from Thursday to Saturday, anytime after 5 p.m., which I'm so happy about because where George used to live, there was always street vendors. But where we live now, they're harder to find. So that's a really exciting, fun fact. And that honestly made my day. So moving on to Sunday, in the morning under that extender, I marked that I made some keychains for my mom. I just used a appointment label with the little star sticker because I didn't really know what else to use to mark that. And then I did paint my nails again this day. I don't know why, but my nail polish was peeling from Wednesday, and I do gel nails at home, and ever since I've started, that hasn't happened. So very strange, but I needed to repaint my nails, so I did that. And then I cleaned my office afterwards. This was like my main cleaning day. Then below that, I marked cleaning upstairs, which I put down a quarter box, the clean script from Scribble Prints Co., and then the mop and like water bucket sticker from the kit. And then my mom and Madison came to visit me. Madison is my youngest sister. I marked that in with a half box and this little like happy emoji. So that was nice. And we just like hung out, had some lunch, just hung out here at the house. And then the rest of the day, to be honest, I was just planning. So I marked that in with a half box, the little planner sticker from the kit. And then below that, George came home later that day. He went to his parents for like most of the day. So he came home and brought Taco Bell. And that was basically it. Alrighty, guys, here is the spread all complete. I think it is so cute. I was freaking out a little bit when I was laying down the base because I realized I didn't really have enough boxes, but I made it work. I just put duplicates underneath the flaps because those don't matter that much. And then instead of having the tall box and an additional full box in the sidebar like I usually do, I just moved the tall box to the top and then did 2 weekly boxes, which worked out just fine. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video as my first one back in a very long time. Again, if this is one of your first ever planner videos that you're seeing on the internet, let me know what you thought. You probably think I'm insane, but that's okay because I am, and I accept that. But it's honestly just so fun. And if you just think of it more as scrapbooking in a book that's dated, I think that makes a lot more sense to some people. But I had a lot of fun filming this, and I cannot wait to continue to share my weeks with you guys. I do plan to do these every other week, and if I absolutely want to or can find the time, I will do them more often. But for now, coming back, I'm gonna start with every other week. I really hope again that you enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in my next one.